Let us see the next question. From following information is available in respect of dividend, market price, and market conditions after 1 year. Market condition is given. It may be either good or it may be normal. The probability is given for each of the market condition, 25% and 75%. In both the cases, what will be the market price per share is given to us. Either it will be 115 or it is 107. Next is the dividend per share information is given to us. It will be 9 rupees or 5 rupees. The existing market price of an equity share is rupees 106 and face value of the equity share is just 1 rupee, which is come 10% bonus debenture of rupees 6 each per share. Mr. X Finance Company had offered the buyback of the debenture, highlight the portion at face value. So we understand that the face value of rupees 6 itself is its offer price, which is included in this 106. So this 106 is including that 6 rupees of the bonus debenture. So difference of that is 100 rupees. Find out expected return and the variability of the returns of the equity share. So mean return is required to be found and variability, that is like the standard deviation, is required to be found for return of equity share. This is the first question. Second question is also advise whether to accept the buyback offer or not. So over here we are required to take a decision. Let's say whether we should accept this buyback offer or not. That is a question. Please go through the question. Dear students, the way we have the bonus equity share, similarly there is a concept of bonus debenture. So information is given to us. Let's say whatever the equity share that say we are holding has a market price of 106. This 106 rupees of the market price is inclusive of 6 rupees of the bonus debenture. So the pure value of the equity share is 100 rupees. This is what we understand. Now over here from the given information, we are required to make the calculation of the return to the investor, and at the same time say the standard deviation is required to be calculated for the equity share. So in order to make that calculation, we will consider the market price of the equity share as 100 rupees and not 106, because that 106 is consisting of the bonus debenture also. So the remaining that 100 rupees is only considered to be the value of the equity share for the purpose of return calculation. So what do we understand over here? Return will be found like this: 9 rupees plus 115 minus 100 upon 100. That is the way the return will be calculated in this first 25% chances. 5 rupees plus 107 minus 100, that comes to 12, divided by 100 into 100. That is the reason, so that is the way the return is found as 12% in this 75% probability. So the probability respective return, that will give us the mean return, and so on. We are required to make the computation of the standard deviation of this return. So let us answer the question. In this question, comma, current price of equity share is rupees 106, comma, inclusive of bonus debenture, full stop. Market price of bonus debenture rupees 6, full stop. It is face value of debenture 2, full stop. With paragraph breakdown, we are supposed to find a return and risk of equity share, and in that market price of equity share will be considered as rupees 100, rupees 106 minus rupees 6. This is the way we are required to consider. So with paragraph write down, calculation of expected return and risk of investment. So let us see how to calculate the same. Column number 1 is probability. Column number 2 is return. D1 plus P1 minus P0 whole divided by P0 into 100. We'll assign X variable to the return. Probability into X will get the X bar. X minus X bar. X minus X bar whole square into probability, and summation of that is the variance. And under root of the same is standard deviation. That is the way we are required to make the computation of the return and risk. So here we'll make the calculation in this way, dear students. There are 25% chances that the dividend income is rupees 9 plus P1 is 115, P0 is importantly 100. This is important, dear students. Whole divided by 100 into 100 for getting answer in percentage term. That is the way the return is 24%. 75% chances that the dividend income is rupees 5 plus market price is 107 minus 100 divided by 100 into 100 in order to get answer in percentage term, that comes to 12%. So probability into return, so in that case what will happen? 25% chances, return is 24%. So in that case the answer is 6, and 75% chances that the return is 12%, that comes to 9. So 6 plus 9, that comes to 15%. Then X minus X bar, so it is 24 minus 15, that comes to positive 9, and 12 minus 15, that comes to 3 negative. That is the way X minus X bar is calculated. X minus X bar whole square, so square of 9 into 0.25, then square of negative 3 into 0.75. This is the way the variance will be calculated. So use your calculator. Square of 9 is 81 into 0.25, That comes to 20.25. Square of 3 is 9. 9 into 0.75 is 6.75. 6.75 plus 20.25, that comes to 27. Once we make the computation of the variance, under root of the same is standard deviation. Now finally we will make the computation of the standard deviation. Standard deviation will be found as under root of the variance. So it is under root of 27. That comes to 5.1961, or we can say it is 5.20. So as far as the investment in the equity share is concerned, has a return of 15% and risk of 5.20%. This is what we understand. Second part of the question says, advise whether to accept the buyback offer or not. So we are required to decide over here, let's say whether to accept the buyback offer or not. Now dear students, we understand that there is an offer from a finance company. Let's say they are ready to buy the debenture at the face value, that is 6. If at all we do not accept the buyback offer, then in that case, of course, we are going to get the return of 10%. So over here, we can make a comparison like this. As far as the equity share is concerned, and as far as the debenture is concerned. Return, in case of the debenture, it is 10%. And risk standard deviation would be 0, because there is no risk as far as the investment in debenture is concerned. You will get the return as what they have committed. Now, if at all you accept the buyback offer, you will receive the cash. No other information is given to us. So, that amount will be invested in equity share, which has a return of 15% and it has a risk of 5.20%. So, what will happen? We understand that over here, with the increase in the risk, return increases. Because when you move from the debenture to equity share, then in that case, say you will be able to get the return more. Instead of 10, you will get 15. And at the same time, so the risk will also increase. From 0 risk, it will increase to 5.20%. This is what we understand over here. So, with the increase in the risk, return increases. So, depending upon your own risk-bearing capacity, you will decide, let's say, whether you should switch from debenture to equity share or not. So, we understand that so the conclusion is like this. Depending upon the risk-bearing capacity of investor, comma, decide whether to accept buyback offer or not. Full stop. Investment in equity share has more return, and with that risk also increase. That is the way we are required to write answer.